So my name's Barnaby Taylor, and I've always felt passionately about mental health, men's mental health in particular, with people not speaking up enough about it due to stigma and so on. So I wanted to raise more awareness and make it known that it's okay for men to, and anyone to speak up about mental health. I felt like a lot of the time with challenges to do with charities, it's a very short thing. However, I appreciate with mental health, it's not necessarily a short-term thing, and it's quite a long-term thing, so I wanted to really push myself to do a challenge that sort of reflects in some light the struggles that some people might go through throughout the year. So suicide awareness is an issue I feel strongly about because I know a few people that have taken their own life, and it's just upsetting that they didn't know how to deal with it. And if I can raise awareness of charities that help people deal with mental health and suicide prevention, then that would mean a great deal to me. I chose Norfolk and Waveney Mind as the charity for my challenge, as it's a local one and it'll be really making an impact within my community. I came up with the number 16 for the 16 people that lose their lives to suicide each day as a shocking, sort of a shock factor for the challenge, because I think people don't necessarily realise quite how high the statistic is. And when I was originally researching for this challenge, I didn't realise how high it was. And when I found out, I felt like that was a really vital part of information to generate income for Norfolk and Waveney Mind and so on. I think my favourite activity has probably got to be the tube station one. So I spelt mental health out with the tube station letters, and that was quite a good one. It took quite a long time, and there were quite a few train delays, but yeah, that was quite good fun. And also, as I was doing it, people saw me taking selfies with the signs, so they sort of asked me what I was doing and sort of raised even more awareness that way as well. So that was quite good. There were activities that turned out to be more difficult. The ones that were 16,000, or the big number ones, I think sometimes people don't realise how many repetitions 16 is. Even something like 16 box jumps in the gym or something, you get to 10 and you're like, okay, just over half, you know, it can really take its toll. But again, that's exactly the reason why I wanted to do the challenge, and realise quite how big a number 16 is. I stayed motivated through the thought of the charity, if that makes sense, and also the people that have donated. Obviously, once people have started donating, and with the thought of the fact that people deal with mental health all year round and it's a challenge, that then sort of kept the motivation to go throughout the whole year. I learned that sometimes you can push yourself a little bit harder than you think. Like I said, in April, I was really struggling to catch up on those days, and then kept on going. And also, I think I learned a lot about mental health myself. So I've, like I said, never suffered from it in any aspect, but when you're getting up each day and you know you've got that little bit of pressure on your shoulders to do a challenge, it can sometimes feel quite draining. And I'm guessing in the mind of somebody that suffers with mental health or suicide anything along those lines, there's always going to be that constant weight or burden on your shoulders. And I feel like I got a tiny glimpse into the world of what that would be like. So I learned that through that it's important to talk to people. So I then talked to friends about it, and I was asking what could I do in a management of figuring out what time in the day to do the challenge and so on and so forth. And talking helps so much with that. So yeah, just sort of reinforced why I'm doing the challenge. And I learned that it is so important for charities like Norfolk and Waveney Mind to be available for people to talk. If someone's struggling right now, I'd want them to hear that I think there's more people than you think that want to be there for you. There's more people to talk to than you'll ever imagine. And there's always some solution to whatever problem you're in at the moment. And hopefully people like me and other people that fundraise are then able to support you through these times where you're not feeling so great. Raised £1,364 and the support is just incredible. When I started seeing the figures going up, it was really, really nice to know that I'm making a difference in the world of mental health and suicide prevention at Norfolk and Waveney Mind.